Hello, dear Leos. This is Clarity 1129. Welcome to your November and December 2021 monthly predictions. We're doing 2 months this time instead of the regular 1 month because I'm reserving December for your 2022 readings. All right. So the format is going to be the same. Only thing, we'll have it twice over. So I'll take the first set of cards for November and then the second set of cards for December. So as usual, we begin with the Moonology deck. We'll take out one card for each month for the overarching energy of the month. So for November, you have your hard work is paying off. And for December, you have your dreams need a practical plan. All right. Now for the month of November, we'll take out cards from the Light Seers Tarot. We'll take out 4 cards, one each for your general outlook, love and romance, career and finances, and for your spiritual growth. So for the general outlook of the month, you get death and rebirth. All right, this is transformation. For love and romance, you get the 3 of Pentacles. For your career and finance, you get the Fool. And for your spiritual growth, you get the 5 of Swords. All right. We'll take the Ethereal Visions Tarot for 4 cards for December, so that there's no confusion here. All right, for the general outlook for December, you get the Well, which is a card which is specific to this deck. For love and romance, you get the Queen of Swords. For career and finances, you get the Hierophant. Okay. And for your spiritual growth, you get the 6 of Wands. All right. Now we'll take out 2 cards each from the Tea Leaf Tarot. 2 cards for each month to clarify the general outlook of both. All right. All right. You get the Grasshopper. Situations in the balance that require careful handling. All right. And Firecracker, Excitement. Okay. I've not seen that card before. Wow. And for December, you get Shark. Take care or there will be loss of material wealth. And Shield, you need to defend yourself. All right. We'll first do this part of the reading, which is your basic reading, before we get into the advice from Spirit, Angel Answers, and the rest. All right. So for the month of November, the overarching energy is that your hard work is paying off. So if you feel that you've been working in whichever area of your life it is, whether it's your career, whether it's your relationship, whether it's, on yourself, your your physical being or your emotional well-being, whatever it is that you're looking, whichever area of your life, If you've not been seeing results, well, this month of November, you will start seeing your results paying dividends, all right? And in what way will you see that? And you get this as your general outlook: death and rebirth. And there's an infinity symbol here, all right? So basically what it says is that you are undergoing a major transformation this month. So you're going to see yourself, I mean, for all the effort that you've been putting in, and maybe you've not seen things changing, there's going to be major changes in your life, and you're going to come out feeling totally renewed, different, out of your comfort zone. And you are, it's like, it's going to, it may not be, when you hear transformation, obviously there can be no transformation without a bit of discomfort, sometimes a little more than you'd like, but it is necessary for you to be able to, you know, be reborn, have a new beginning and change completely, and it is going to be really beautiful. So there may be a bit of discomfort during the month of November, but it's all for positive change, all right? Along with this, you get situations in the balance that require careful handling. So there's something, maybe you're having, whether it's a relationship, as in your personal relationships, you know, wherein maybe the situation is tense for some of you, or if it's at the work place, if you're dealing with somebody, maybe, you know, the person right above you or your colleague, things are, you know, they're just being held by one thin strand, and anything you say can tip the balance and things can go bad. So you're being asked to just tread carefully, all right? Just say that much that is required and just tread carefully, do your own thing, and just handle things well, because it will work out in your favor, all right? And with the firecracker, there's going to be a lot of excitement this month. So there's something that's happening along with your transformation, which is maybe a little difficult, not what you're thinking, but there will also be a lot of excitement to pull you through, all right? For your love and romance, you get the Three of Pentacles. So you're going to be building something up. So this is again like akin to the Three of Wands, where you're going to expand. So for those of you who are single, one, you're going to meet somebody and you're actually going to have a relationship in which you both want to put in efforts to take it forward. It's also possible that you meet this person at work, all right? Or this person could be maybe your boss or some co-worker who's done brilliantly, and that person's in the limelight and you see that person, and that's how, or roles can be reversed, that they see you in that position and that's how they recognize you when they're smitten. So this is for singles out there. Or it could just be that you're commuting together to work, or you meet at work or whatever, but you will meet this person, and you will know that yes, this is the person and I would like to build something with this person, and it's going to be mutual. For those of you who are already in a relationship, you'll take it to the next level. And for those who are in your marriage, maybe you will work at your home, you know, buy a new home maybe, or renovate your home, or whatever it is, you're going to make sure that your the place that you are with your loved one is going to be a safe and secure place, a beautiful place where you can actually find comfort and security. All right, so that's beautiful. For your love and romance, is beautiful. For your career and finances, you get the Fool. So the Fool is major arcana, just as this Death card is, which is inevitable. Basically, these are things which are destined to happen. When you talk about minor arcana, they are day-to-day things which energies will keep changing. But when you talk about major arcana, these things were meant to happen, and they are going to happen. All right, so you can't delay the transformation. If it's meant to happen, it will happen. All right, so if you go with the flow, things will be easier. If you resist, things will be difficult. So in this case, you get the Fool, which says talks about new beginnings. So for those of you who are already in a career for a long time, you might want to switch careers. For basically, there's something new coming up, and you're going to start a new journey afresh during the month of November. All right. So this is very positive, and it's beautiful. For your spiritual growth, you get the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords is all about, playing mind games. It's all about wanting to win at all costs. Perhaps, dear Leos, you find that, now Leos are a fixed sign and they are known for their ego. And it's possible that, you don't like to back down from an argument. All right. And with this grasshopper card here, I'm drawn to this at this time. There is some situation where you need to actually keep your ego aside, and try and get your humility out and try and understand, put yourself in the other person's shoes before you react. And when you do that, you will find that of course, that particular situation will, you can be able to tide past it peacefully. But more than that, this constant thinking in your mind between your ego, when I talk about ego, it's not ego the way we understand it, as in pride, but it's also about fear-based thinking, which, even like we usually say when we want to have the last word with somebody, we talk about it as pride. But where does this come from? All these negative emotions, they all rise from fear. Okay, fear of not being understood, fear of, losing out. So this particular, maybe you are in this energy at this time, and this is going to finally, you'll reach a point wherein it's going to make you feel quite bad on the inside, that, even if you win an argument, you won't feel good about it. And this will get you into thinking about how can I change this atmosphere? Why is it that despite, why is it that I always need to have the last word? Or why is it that I always need to win? And, or if there is whichever person you're dealing with, why is it that that person needs to win? So you reflect on them and you reflect on yourself. And then there comes the point where you've had enough and you say, mind games, enough is enough. And I want to get past this. And this is what will get you thinking, to get you, looking within for answers. And this is how your spiritual growth gets sparked. All right. For the month of December, you get your dreams need a practical plan. So whatever it is that you have planning, whether it's related to your home, wanting to expand your home, whether it is, your career, like you've got the Fool here in November. So you want to start something, maybe you want to start your own business, but everything is fine and on a conceptual level in your mind, but is it practical is what you want to see. So whatever dreams you have, you need to ground it in this reality. All right. So you have to actually put a pen to paper if required to work everything out so that your dreams actually can come true. Yes, I believe in manifestation. If you think positive, whatever you want comes to you. But along with that, you can't just sit pretty. You actually need to put in that effort and ground whatever it is that you're looking for. All right. So you can't say that I am manifesting this particular job and you keep praying for it, and you think and you do all the right things for to practice law of attraction, but if you don't actually apply for the job, you are not going to get it, right? So that is what they mean by your dreams need a practical plan. This is just one example. It could be in any area of your life. All right. Then for the general outlook for December, you get the beautiful Well card. All right. This is telling you that there is enough for everybody on this planet. Mother Earth, Mother Gaia is here for you. She is abundant and there's enough for everybody. You are an abundant being and you got to say that to yourself to bring in abundance. So this is a very beautiful card to get as a general outlook. Just feel that you have it all and you will attract it to yourself. All right. Now you also get the Shark, which says take care or there will be loss of material wealth. This I believe is closely connected to this, in the sense that it's not as though someone's coming to take what you are, but what you have, but it's more that if you have a lack mindset, if you have poverty consciousness, if you keep saying that I don't have enough, I'm losing this, oh, I'm spending too much, oh, this is happening, if you keep being in that energy that we don't have enough and we are running out of resources, you actually call that upon yourself. And that's why with this well card, you're being told that you are abundant. You are an abundant being. You have enough. There's enough on this planet for everybody. And you can get whatever you want. And you're being asked to shift your mindset from a lack mindset to an abundant mindset, so that there will be no loss of material wealth. Like there are those people who keep saying, I hope someone doesn't come and rob me, someone doesn't come and rob me, and they're so careful and they put a lot of security and whatever. And there's this other person who's just careful, all right, they've kept the things properly, but they're not going crazy about it. And chances are that this person who's taking extra precautions and done everything extra is the one who actually loses out. Robbery can take place in some other place where they have not paid attention to. Further putting them in this vicious loop. All right, so that's what you're being asked to guard against. Know that you are abundant. There is enough for everybody. And then you will be able to keep this lack mindset away, and you will remain abundant. Okay, so that's what I believe is this card when they say take care or there'll be loss of material wealth. So stay in high vibration, stay with positive thinking, and know that abundance is yours. And then you need to defend yourself. So I believe that if you have a particular dream, because here it says your dreams need a practical plan. If you have something which you have thought about and you put it across to those around you, and you find that nobody is in agreement with you, you're being asked to defend your point of view. Don't just give it up because nobody agreed with you. Work it out. Work it out. Show them the practical. You can say, I want to go and do some huge bizarre thing which is bizarre to everybody else, but it's very, very important to you. But when you put it across there and people say, what nonsense, it's never going to work out, you're being asked to defend yourself. And how do you do that? By giving a practical, putting it out. This is how I'm planning to go about it. This is what I'm going to do. And lay it out in a way that people can accept it. And that way you don't have to give up on what you believe in. All right. For your love and romance, you get the Queen of Swords. Now, Queen of Swords is the card of Libra actually, and it talks about somebody who doesn't take any nonsense and doesn't think twice before, I won't say doesn't think twice, they do think a lot, but when they have to, give it right back, when they know that it's not the right thing and someone's being unfair, they can actually be pretty sharp with their tongue, all right? And you are in this energy. And so being in this energy, for you singles, those who are still looking for somebody, you must realize if you're in this energy and people are observing you, they might find you attractive, but they will not approach you. All right, Leos. Now, Leos have this great personality, which as it is can be intimidating because they shine wherever they go and people just look up to them. And with that, if you add this Libra energy wherein you're going to take no nonsense, and Leos are known for their charm. They can speak very nicely. They've got this gift of gab. But if in between you just start off and you're extremely sharp and you tick someone off, and if that's how people perceive you, that you really can't approach this person unless you're right, you will find that people might admire you from a distance, but no one's going to come your way. All right, so this is what you're being told, that if you're really looking for love, you need to be take the softer side of the Queen of Swords, because Libra is the sign, the child of Venus, right? They are very attractive, they are beautiful, and they have this lovely charm about themselves. They're very well balanced. So you're being asked, Leos, to adopt that portion of the Queen of Swords and not the other side where she just cuts people off if they don't come to them properly. On the other side, for some of you, you're being asked to come into this Queen of Swords energy if you've been in a relationship wherein you find that only you have been putting in the effort and the other person is not. that you are the only one in the relationship and the other person is not doing anything, then it's time to cut them off. You're not going to take any nonsense from anybody. You feel that if there is a relationship, there should be equal give and take. And Leos, that is the best way to be. Because so those of you who are partnered and those of you who are in a marriage, you will expect nothing but fairness. So you will give and you will receive equally. All right, so this is the energy that you're in. So if you're already in a partnership, you're already in a marriage, you will try and bring balance into the relationship. If you're not yet in a relationship and the person you're in a relationship with is not being fair and expects you to do all the work and is just giving you breadcrumbs, you're going to put an end to the relationship. All right. Now for your career and finances in the month of December, you get the Hierophant. So in all probably, you've already started, if you look at November and December, you've started this new career in November with the Fool. And with the Hierophant here, your career requires you to study. So most likely in December, you will be consolidating whatever it is in this career that you've started before. You're going to be learning towards this a particular thing. Even if for school students or for anyone who's in college or anyone who is studying as it is, if you've started a new course or started a new area in a new, what do you call, I'm not getting the word. You've started, say you've joined college and you've taken up a new subject or if you're not a student, but you want to learn something, you've joined a new course, you will find that in December, things are stepping up and you will have to study a whole lot for it, okay? Because this is a card of higher learning and it's also a card of institutions. So you will be a part of an organization and you will need to work in a lot, okay? So if you look at both November and December, both these cards are major arcana, so it's meant to happen. All right, so this is beautiful. Your career and finances look really beautiful. Good, in fact. I won't use the word beautiful here. I tend to use that word very often. All right. For your spiritual growth here, you get the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands is a card of victory. But when it comes under the Five of Swords here, as I was talking to you earlier, when I was talking about the November reading, I was talking to you about ego. Now, the Six of Wands can often indicate ego. And this is also the card of Leo. So what you're being asked to do is that it's actually your ego which is going to have you're going to face something like an ego death with this death and rebirth card here. And this is going to actually get you to reflect on where is it that you need to get more balance into your life. And this is going to take you on your spiritual journey. All right. So this is it for your basic reading. Now we shall take out two cards, one each for November and December from the Angel and Ancestors Oracle deck for advice from Spirit. All right. So what do you need to know? So for the month of November, you get Magic Guardian. Unlock the magic within. This is beautiful. So this is going to be a part of your death and rebirth. All right. You will dive deep within and you will be rewarded for that effort that you put in, and you will realize the potential that you have. And when you realize the potential that you have, your insecurities will be kept aside and you will come out of this Five of Swords energy and you will be ready to rise above all this pettiness and start on the new journey that you're supposed to, and you'll move ahead with your transformation. For the month of December, you get, wow, summer. Though it's winters in the northern hemisphere, it says bask in joy and light. So whatever you're going to do with this transformation here and whatever's happening in your life thereafter with this abundance card here and the Hierophant, you are going to get a lot of joy. And by the time this year comes to an end, you're actually going to be in a very happy place. All right. Now we'll take out one card each from the astral houses of the Tea Leaf Tarot. to see where is it in November and where is it in December that you're going to see maximum changes. So for November, you have career. Wow. So you're going to have, this is with this Fool card, there are going to be changes in your career. All right. And that is going to be the highlight of November. And in December, you have happiness. What else do you want? See, bask in joy and light, and you get happiness again. And with this major arcana here again, the Fool, in your career sector, things are going to move in your career sector. All right. And now, if there's a time specific, wow, look at that. I'm going to keep it here. It's time specific question on your mind. When is this thing coming? It's coming between November this year and February next year. So whatever it is that you're waiting for is going to come to you between November and February, which is pretty good. It's just now, any time from now, right? When you see this reading. Last but not the least, we'll take out a card from the angel answers. We're just taking out one card. So whatever the pressing question on your mind, focus on it, and the angels are getting ready to give you an answer. And the answer is, you are ready. So whatever it is that you're looking for, you are ready for it. If you're thinking, should I, shouldn't I, you are ready. The time is right. Just go for it. All right. So with that, we come to the end of your reading, my dear Leos. I'll see you at the end of December with your 2022 predictions. Have a wonderful November and December, and just go for it. There's a lot of joy and happiness waiting to come to you. If things work out the way it's meant to, or even better than that, do let me know in the comments if you are called to. And till next time, stay safe, be good. Bye-bye.